I'm going to show you how to get the Corrupted Banner Javelin in Lords of the Fallen. So this Javelin, it leaves a buff on the ground, debuff on the ground, it's a damage over time. If enemies stand in it, they'll take crazy amounts of damage, and you can stack it multiple times. So it just does crazy damage. If I get an enemy to stand in this right now, it'll kill him so fast, it's crazy. So in order to get this, you have to go down a crazy path, and I just want to get you started on that path and then show you how to get it at the end. So what we need to do is go to the bell room, and this is the area we need to start from. There's a door over here. In order to open it, you got to go to Skyrest. There's a guy to the right of the vestige, and he'll sell a key for 9,000 vigor. And that's where you get the key to open this door, and then you're going to head through here. This is where we're going to go to start this off. Now, I'm not going to show you the whole path because you have to beat an entire chunk of the game to get to this. I just want you to know which path, because starting at the bell room, the game basically diverges into like 3 paths. And this is the path you're going to need to go on. So I want to make sure you get started on the right one, and then we'll talk about what's going to be, how, like, what the progression of it is and what's at the end of it and what you got to do at the end. So you're going to come over here. You're going to roll to the left to avoid this ambush, and then you're going to use the Umbral Lamp, because we need to go into the Umbral to cross this. Watch out for the crossbow guy. You can dodge it if you can, and then head through this door. And then you're going to climb up this ladder. Once you get to the top of this ladder, there'll be a ramp here, and you're going to have to do a boss fight after the ramp on the left. So if you haven't beaten this boss, you're going to have to beat it in order to get through, I think. Maybe you can just skip the boss. I don't remember. But I know I killed it. So you're going to head up here. And I'm getting stuck on such weird things. It's crazy. Okay, you're going to come up here, and you're going to go to the left. And like I said, the boss will be right here. It's a bellhead guy, if you know what I mean. And after you kill that boss, you can get out through here. And then you're going to head over to the right. So now you can go over here. Now you can unlock a shortcut by going to where that mage is up there. And then going through that door, and there's a ladder you can knock down. So you can get back up here faster. But either way, once you're up here, if you just want to go straight to the objective, you can go over here. There's going to be barrel traps on these ladders. So you want to just roll through them to not get bashed by a barrel. And then you're going to get through here. And then you're going to climb up this ladder. And then once you're up here, there's going to be an elevator right over here that I've already grabbed. But yeah, so the elevator is gone for me right now because I already went down it. But you're going to use this elevator that would be right here. I'm trying to pull the lever, but it's going to be impossible. So I'm going to pull this lever. I'm probably going to die, but yeah, the elevator will be right here. And then you'll just take this elevator in order to get down. And that will take you to a new zone. And that zone is going to be the one that you want to go to in order to progress towards the Corrupted Banner Javelin. So once you take that elevator, it'll take you here, the Manse of the Hallowed Brothers. And there'll be a vestige up here, and then you're going to progress all the way down this path. And it'll keep going and going. It'll go to a bunch of different places. And eventually, you'll get to a vestige called the Leprosarium. And then you'll get to the Abbey from there. But real quick, I should explain the Leprosarium in case you're confused on progression here. There's a little thing here that at least got me for a while. So there's an enemy out here that you can't ignore. It just seems like a normal enemy, but it's not a normal enemy. So you kill this guy, and he'll give you a key. And then you use the key to open that door right over there. And that's what you got to do to keep progressing on this path, or else it'll just seem like a premature dead end. So keep that in mind. That's what you're going to have to do. Then you're going to keep progressing down the path. It'll eventually lead to an area, to the Abbey. There's also the Tower of Penance that it can lead to. So it can easily get confusing there. I should probably explain that too. I might as well just show you from here then. So let's just go ahead and say we took the key. We would open this door, and we're going to head through here. So I'm just going to show you how to get, because there's another path split that we have to deal with. So that's why I'm just going to go ahead and show you, so there's no confusion at all. And if it's too much, then you can obviously skip through the video in order to save some of your time. But make sure if you're confused, it'll be everything explained. So we're going to go into the Umbral, and we're going to pull on this thing here. We're going to attempt to jump across, though it can be a little finicky to jump across this one. There we go, got across it. We're going to go through here. And then we're going to head over here, and we're going to pull on this. And then once it gets over here, we're going to go up this ladder. All right, once we're here, we're going to go over the rooftop. And then we're going to head over into here. We're going to drop down right here, and then we're going to go through here. Then we're going to go through here, up this staircase, around to the right. And then we're going to go here, break through this, and go to the left. And then go left again and left again. Gonna avoid this crossbow guy. There are a bunch of shortcuts you can unlock in order to make it so you can get back up more easily, but I'm gonna skip those. There's a shortcut here, that ladder, but, okay, this is just awkward. That ladder, that's something you can unlock later. It won't be there, so you'll have to go through like this. And then you'll have to come through here. And you'll have to break all of this stuff. And then you'll have to come through here. There'll be an archer lady, so watch out for her. And then you're going to come through here. Now, there's a door there we need to go through, but it's locked. So we'll have to go over this way to get the key. So we're going to head over to here. Wow, that actually hit me. Oh my gosh. And then we're going to head up to here. And then right up here is a place where you make a vest or seedling or whatever. Make sure you're in the umbral afterwards and go up this ladder. Alright, so then you're going to head over this way. You're going to go through here. Going to do your best to ignore all these guys. Or you can fight your way through all this. It's up to you which way you want to do it. So we're going to head over to here. And then we're going to go up here. And then head over to here. And then up here, watch out for the bellhead guy. He'll start off with an AoE attack. So you don't want to get hit by it because it does unbelievable damage. And then you're going to go over here and drop down. And then you're supposed to take the ladder, but you can also just drop to here. And then you can drop to here. And then you can head over this way. It'll take you into here. We're just going to go ahead and drop. And then we can head over to here. And right on top of this altar is an item. If you grab that item, it's going to be the key that we need. Then you can head back over this way. There'll be a door right here that you can open up. And so it's like a shortcut, basically. And then you can go through the door right in front of me, or you can head over here to the left. The one on the left will be closer to the objective. So we can head through here. You have to open that door, though, with the key that we just got. And then you have to go over here, and there's a secret little hidden door. It looks like a wall, but it's not. It's that right there. So you open up that. That'll lead over into here. And then this is the path you need to get on. So that's where the path splits. If you go the other way, it goes to the Tower of Penance. But this will lead to a whole bunch of other stuff. So just follow through this path and keep going on this direction, until it gets to the end. And this is a very linear path, so I don't need to explain it. I'll leave it up to you. It would take way too long for me to get through. It would take like 3 to 5 minutes for me to run through this. So I'm just gonna skip ahead to what's at the end of it, and because it's at the end of it that we gotta do something to get the item. So eventually you'll find yourself at the vestige of Lorello, the Cursed Knight. This will be the very end of that path that you're on there, that I just directed you towards. Now, I'm going to skip everything here, but in case you get confused, I'm going to make sure you know where to go. So this door up here will be closed. Instead, you'll have to pull out the umbral lamp, and you'll have to go into the umbral. So first, you'll have to go to this tower, and then you go into the umbral, and there'll be this hidden path up here that'll take you up to a place where you can put down a seedling. You'll do a bunch of stuff up there. You'll go up the left path. You'll find all the things to connect and disconnect and all that. And that is what you got to do in order to get the thing you need in order to open up the door. So I'm not going to go too much detail on that, but that's just the general idea of where you got to go. Then you can get a thing to open up this door. I think it was a key or something. You can head through here. You can fight the different knights that spawn, or not, or you can just run through. And then up here is a place to put a vestige seed. I highly recommend doing that right here, because next you got to do a boss fight. So I've already done this boss fight. I just want to show you where it is, though. So if you go right here, there's a boss fight, and I forget what the person's name is, and you got to beat them, because you need the remembrance of that boss. Then after that, you can go over here, you can do the beacon, you can do whatever you want. And in order to get out of here, you can either use a vestige moth, or there's actually a path right over here if you don't want to do the beacon, or if you just want out before or after that. And then you can go back here in order to get out of here and head back to the vestige seed you planted, or go all the way back to the actual vestige. Then what you got to do is you got to go to Skyrest. So once you're at the Skyrest, you need to go over here. If you've never done this before, this is how you get boss weapons. You go over to this direction, spooky looking place, and go into the umbral. That'll reveal, I forget this guy's name, Malhu. And from him you can offer remembrance. Now, if you don't have the option for offer remembrance, you've got to go back to the bell room. You got to go left. You got to drop down to this one area and get a bowl from pulling on a statue. I have a video in the description of this video called How to Get Boss Weapons or something like that. There's a bunch of links for Lords of the Fallen videos in the description of this video. You can go find that video. It'll give you the detailed explanation of where to get it. It's just this random item from a random pull on a statue. And then you take it to this guy, and then he's like, oh, now you get boss weapons, which is crazy that it's so missable. But anyway, once you get it, you can go in here and you can turn these in. And then there's going to be Judge Cleric, the Radiant Sentinel will be the one you just killed if you follow this guide. And now in order to get boss weapons, you will need Umbral Scourings. Now in order to get these, you'll get these from listening to the memories on the world. So when you're going exploring and you'll see like a random thing where you can pull on it and it'll have one of those flashbacks. Those will often give like 2 Umbral Scourings. You also find them other random ways, I forget how. And then another way to farm these is if you're playing online, you'll see little red lanterns everywhere. And that's where someone died, and you'll pull on those with a soul flay, and then it'll reveal the enemy that killed that person. And if you kill that enemy, then it'll give you like 3 Umbral Scourings. And the last way is if you stay in the Umbral till you're at a 3x multiplier, the Grim Reaper guy will appear, and he has 20,000 health. And if you can kill him, he'll give you 5 Umbral Scourings. So those are all the ways to get them. And then you'll go in here, and there will be the item. And I already bought it, is why you're not seeing it there. But that's where to get the Corrupted Banner Javelin. So that's a lot of stuff, guys, but that's it. So if you wanted to know exactly how to do it, that's how you get the Corrupted Banner Javelin in Lords of the Fallen.